welcome to Biz Encounters for another story behind the journey of entrepreneurship. So today's guest is Christy Davis. Welcome, Christy.
Thank you.
We're so glad to have you here. So tell us the name of your business and what you do.
Okay, so I own TK Radiant Jewelry. I am an independent paparazzi consultant, and so I sell paparazzi jewelry.
Wonderful. Everybody loves some paparazzi. I'm just
Yes.
saying. Okay, so when and why did you start your business?
So I started about a year and a half ago, and I had told my husband Taiwan that I really enjoy paparazzi jewelry. So whenever he did events, I always wanted him to have a paparazzi vendor. And he happened to be at an event a couple years ago where there was a paparazzi vendor, and he had said, "Hey, would you be interested?" And she said, why don't you start a business for your wife? It's only $20 to get her started, and she could sell it herself. And so he decided, why not? So he did that. And so we started that about a year and a half, almost 2 years ago.
Wonderful,
Yeah.
wonderful. So, do you have an interesting or fascinating or maybe even a boring startup story? Did something happen along your beginning journey?
Um, Not really, other than that I just love the jewelry per se, and that it just worked out for us to start selling it on our own. And I have been super excited since then, just to get inventory and be able to sell it myself, go to vendor events. So just trying to figure out the best way to market myself, get myself out there, get people interested because there's a lot of paparazzi people in the Wichita area, and it's hard to, people are really loyal to people that sell it, and so it's hard to try and get yourself out there. And so I've tried to kind of look at, can I reach out to kind of maybe the white population and get my name out there that way. So just trying to figure out what's the best way to be able to market and get it out there. Most people typically are familiar with doing paparazzi lives. And to me, I do that. It's not my most comfortable thing to do. And what I enjoy the most, I would prefer people to come over or go to vendor events and that type of thing so that I can talk one-on-one, or even have people host a show as well. So I can come into their home or church or business or whatever and set up to be able to sell the jewelry that way. So.
Wonderful. So, how did you secure your startup capital? Did you have to invest a lot or?
Yeah, so just kind of slowly, my upline person who kind of got us started kind of helped us and gave me some jewelry fairly cheap to get us started. And then just Taiwan and I decided how much we wanted to invest and put in, and then I just continue to invest as I sell. I turn around and invest and add to my inventory. So.
Did you pretty much have everything you needed to start this, or did you have to buy some displays or
Yeah.
computers or any programs or anything to get this going?
So paparazzi gives you kind of a website and that type of thing, but I did have to get some things. So she did help me. My upline person helped me get started with kind of a case to be able to put jewelry in, and then I just went on Amazon and bought some different other cases to put jewelry in, as well as displays for earrings and bracelets and just simple necklace displays and whatnot. So there was that investment just getting started so that when I went to vendor events or did a paparazzi live, that I had what I needed to be able to display and show the jewelry.
Mhm. And jewelry displays and things are probably something that you can add to your display
Yeah.
as you're growing and expanding. And
Yes.
a lot of times these displayers are not that expensive, but it does add up.
Yes,
It does add to
absolutely.
your bottom line
Yes.
certainly. So, okay, so what are some of your success stories and what worked well for you?
Yeah. So, what works well for me is just different vendor events and hosting. I feel like those that host are interested and invested, and usually those that come buy. So that's what's really worked for me is being able to set up. And so I've tried to do last Christmas, we did something. I did something for Valentine's Day, and I'm getting ready to do something for Mother's Day as well. So just kind of centered around some type of a holiday or event. And then set up and host, and then be able to invite different friends and family, and that seems to work really well.
Okay, good. So, did you have any failures, or have you had any failures that you've learned from?
Yes, I mean, I've gone to vendor events and just barely sold anything. And so I think you just the area, you have to look at, how many other jewelry vendors are going to be there, the, what type of people are going to be coming. And sometimes you don't always know that.
Hmm.
And so I often just go into it as, hey, if I don't sell a lot of jewelry, a lot of times I will make connections. And a lot of people will say, hey, I'm involved in these type of events, or, come join, or, enter in these events, or, they become friends. And that type of thing. So I always use it as a learning experience of, okay, maybe this is not the right event, but can I come away with people that are friends, or people that can help me get into other events and know of other events? So
Hmm.
use that as a tool.
Right, and it's never a waste of time. I know I've
Mhm.
been to events where I didn't sell anything, but I made tons of friends and tons of
Yes.
connections. So it's always worth it. And
Yeah.
sometimes when you're trying to choose the events that you want to be in, you just have to try it and
Yeah.
see. And once you learn and experience, now you can be picky and choosy as to which
Yeah.
ones that you choose to go to
Yeah.
and participate in. Most certainly, most certainly. So
Yeah.
so tell us about a time that maybe you had to pivot your business just a little bit.
There's times where I kind of have to stop, and just focus on work and family. And there may be a month or two where I don't have any events, where I don't do any paparazzi live, don't do that type of thing. And so sometimes you just put it on hold, because for me, it's not my sole income. It's just kind of a hobby that I enjoy doing. And so I sometimes have to just put it on hold or put it aside, not take certain events during a certain time where I feel like we've got too much other things going on. And that's okay. So,
Absolutely. So tell us who your support system is. Who keeps you going and encouraged? Is it family, friends? Do you have mentors?
yeah, I mean, I have my upline is kind of a mentor, and I'll often ask her questions and that type of thing. Usually, it's some of my close friends and family that encourage me and tell me, not to stop, and that type of thing too. So I keep going that way. There are discouraging times. I have another independent consultant that's in another state that I've befriended, and she always encourages me and that type of thing as well. So I think you definitely have to have people that are encouragement, for you and keep you going. So,
Right.
yeah.
And I always say, if you don't have those people, get another room and find the people that are going to support you because
Yes.
you really need that. You really
Yes.
do. So, how would you describe your ideal client? Are you still working on that, or do you think you kind of honed in?
Yeah, I think I'm still working on that. I mean, there's a certain clientele that love paparazzi and no paparazzi. So, you kind of reach for those people, but I'm also trying to, get the word out there of what paparazzi is. Some people think that you make the jewelry. No, that's not, it at all. And so just, helping people to understand what it is, that it's good quality, that, it is at reasonable price. And so it's reaching those that really like it, and then it's trying to help those that really don't know anything about it, help them, educate them as to what it is, and show them the good quality it is and the variety that they have.
Yeah, they do.
Mhm.
Paparazzi's great. I love
Yeah,
paparazzi. So,
yeah.
so what would you consider some of your life struggles, the balance between, life and family and running a business?
hmm It's a lot. It's a lot sometimes to balance it all. And, I find myself sometimes wanting to spend too much money on buying things or having the newest and latest stuff to be able to sell because I think, oh, that's going to help me get ahead or whatever. And that doesn't always help, having the latest and greatest things or the newest things that they come out with. And sometimes it's just backing away and saying, hey, I just need to step back and this is just too much, and this is something that I can step back in, and I need to focus on my main job, my family, whatever that is. And just understand that. So
Mhm. And as a business coach, that's one of the things I tell a lot of my clients is, especially when you're first starting out, you don't need to have all the finest, the best, and all
yes.
the gizmos and gadgets. It's just going to eat
Mhm.
up
Yeah.
your your profit. And so
Yeah.
learning to be satisfied with what you have,
Yeah.
think outside of the box to get those new clients. It isn't going to be
Yeah.
that new display or this new piece of jewelry. It's
Hmm.
looking at other directions to
Yeah.
bring in the clientele without spending the money.
Yeah.
That a lot of that stuff will eat up. So, yeah. So,
Mhm.
so what words of encouragement would you have for anyone who's wanting to start a business or is just getting started?
Mhm. It takes time. You don't have to have everything at once. I am kind of somewhat coaching a friend that makes her own wreaths. And so she's asked a lot of questions about what you need to get started and payment methods that are common that you want to have available and displays and I encouraged her to come to a vendor event, just walk around, look at those type of vendors and how they have displays and don't expect that you're going to have all those displays and it's going to look just like that when you start small. I started small. I started with cheap ones and now I've got a lot nicer ones with time. So with time you can grow, you can get nicer things and just enjoy it, have fun with it
Mhm.
and don't be too hard on yourself. Just enjoy
Right.
it and know that it's going to take time to make money and
Mhm.
take time to get clientele and that type
Mhm.
of thing.
You're correct. And a lot of people get frustrated because they want to start making money right away. But
Mhm.
if they take the money that they're bringing in right away, then they can't build the business. And so
Mhm.
it's been a good depending on the business, 2 to 5 years to build it, putting
Yeah.
everything back into it before you can start taking that income. So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, so everybody just needs to hang in there and stay
Yes.
encouraged and have a great support system
Yeah.
when they're starting out, most certainly. So, well, thank you so much, Christy. This has been
Thank you.
wonderful getting to hear from you, and thank you to everyone watching. And Christy's contact information is going to be on the slide after this video, and it's also going to be in the narrative. So if you want to reach out to her, you'll have that information to do so. So thanks for everybody for watching again, and we'll see you at the next Biz Encounters. Bye bye.